Hey guys, so Raquel Leviss in the latest episode of her podcast blessed Tom Sandoval once again for saying that he's still in love with her. Yes, that's what he said on the latest episode of Vanderpump Rules. Basically, that Tom said that, yeah, he can help but still loves Raquel Leviss, Raquel Leviss. And no matter what, he has feelings for her. He developed these feelings a long time ago and still has it. No matter what the situation and no matter that Raquel actually hates him. And Raquel was laughing about this claim. Deservedly so, because Tom Sandoval also, by the way, he behaves like the guy who actually don't feel love. The guy who actually super selfish and thinks about himself only. That's why he put this scandal on her shoulders. And I know a lot of people can put the blame on Raquel, and she did a lot of mistakes, and based on what she's saying, not recognize all of them, at least for now. But to say I love her is a little bit too much, even for Sandoval. Let's hear what Raquel really said.
Raquel shares her response on the February 9th episode of her Rachel Goes Rogue podcast by comparing Tom's love bombing to cults who are trying to attract new members.
It's interesting that you say the origin of it came from cults and religious institutions, because the people joining churches or cults are trying to find a place of belonging, a place of acceptance. And when they're greeted with open arms and told that, yes, you belong here. Yes, we can show you all the love that you desire.
I don't really get this cult comparison between Tom Sandoval and cult. I don't really get this. I just think like it's more simpler. It's simpler than that. Tom Sandoval is basically a guy who's in love with himself only, and he's doing a lot of things for publicity. And actually, in one of her latest podcasts, Rachel recognized that. She said that basically there's a possibility that Tom did it on purpose to make people watch the show, make viewership higher. I wouldn't say that it's not possible. I would say it's not a huge possibility, but I think it's still a possibility.
All the love that you deserve, and it feels really good in that moment because you're like, okay, I found my people, right?
Exactly.
But then you know, like gradually over time, it becomes a control tactic, and
absolutely,
it's almost like that phrase of a frog in boiling water, where it won't jump out of boiling water, even though like it's going to kill them.
Listen, I think that based on what Raquel is saying on her podcast, she likes to overthink things, and it's way simpler than that. That's what she's trying to describe, cult-like following. Maybe she does it on purpose to make it more, complicated for her listeners or whatever. But yeah, I think it's simpler than that. Tom just liked cute girl, and because of that, because of his nature, he followed her and tried to pursue her and tried to make her fall in love with him, and he successfully did, though.
And as for what Tom calls love, Raquel says
it's a similar manipulation tactic. Like at first you just think that this person is so in love with you and they adore you and they're giving you all this attention, but then as the abuse comes up and the control comes up, it may be like once in a month, and you think, oh, that was just a one-off thing, and you like give it a pass, but then it comes up more and more frequently, and before you know it, you're so emotionally attached to this person that you just can't leave.
Basically, like, she's trying to say something that we don't know about Tom Sandoval, that he likes to control people and he controlled her and abused her, but it was happening like not so often, and like then she realized that she fell in love with him and it was too late. Basically, that's what she tried to say. At least that's what I understood. I don't know, like I think she was a little bit naive, and just like she's trying to create relationship with a guy who's a serious cheater. And I can say the same thing about Ariana Madix, who basically got into a relationship with Tom because he cheated on his previous girlfriend with Ariana. So I don't know why this girl's expecting something from Tom. He's definitely not a marriage material, so to hang out with him, to have a good time, probably he's the right one. He's the right choice, but not a marriage material, and he proved it once again. He wasn't a man enough. If he loved, like he claims he loves Raquel, like he would have defended her, he would have supported her, and not basically like left her alone for all these people to make her look bad, like making crazy claims about her, even though maybe partially she deserved that. But real man, real guy would support his woman. That's not what actually Tom did. He did complete opposite. Like he was basically like a scary guy, scary boy, hiding somewhere and crying from time to time on different episodes of Vanderpump Rules based on things that he did. It was like so wrong, but then he realized it was wrong after a while, right?
So I fell in love with one narcissistic asshole, and after that relationship ended, after 5 years of being in that relationship, I fell into the hands of another narcissistic asshole. Sorry to say those words, but I feel
I've heard them
like
before, so
yeah, I feel pretty passionate about it, I guess.
She needs to realize if she's falling in love with narcissistic people, that's her fault, right? You cannot, like, I understand sometimes you can make mistakes, you know? You're basically finding this guy or girl and you like him or her, and then after a while you're finding out that this person is bad, right? But then when you do it like a second time, like right after this relationship, you're choosing the same type of person. In her case, it's narcissistic person. I think it's your fault as well. If I had like not healthy relationship, I tried to analyze it because I realized that it's not only her fault, but I made the decision to be with her, you know? That's why like Raquel needs to recognize that, and maybe she did actually.
This is like all of my 20s pretty much, and I feel like I maybe missed out on some precious time learning these lessons the hard way. I stayed in unhealthy relationships for far too long.
Definitely based on what she's saying in her podcast, recognize a lot of her mistakes and trying to evolve, trying to grow as a person, as a human being. So great for her. I wish her the best. I wish her being the best version of herself, like everyone else, right? I wish everyone that. And hopefully she'll achieve what she's aiming for. But the most important thing right now for people, because everybody's still blaming her for their separation, for Ariana Madix and Tom Sandoval separation. A lot of people actually blaming her. So recognize her mistakes, like confess to people, and she's trying to do that on each of her podcasts, and she's doing a decent job. I wouldn't say it's a great job because I know people who are still believe that she's an evil person. I don't think so.
And her latest comments come nearly 2 weeks after she suggested Tom orchestrated their months-long affair to boost Vanderpump Rules ratings, revealing this on the January 29th episode of her podcast.
The thought has crossed my mind, like, did Tom mastermind this? He is known to self-produce, and all he has is this show. And the success of this show equals longevity in his career. He's over 40 now, and this is his life. This is his main income.
I don't know about mastermind is something. I think maybe he went with the flow, and I think my personal opinion that he liked the girl, though. He liked like Raquel, and he couldn't help himself because it's his nature. And then when he realized how much income he can make after the scandal, like how much recognition he got after the scandal, he tried to play along. But when everybody started hating on him, he's like, oh, I made a stupid decision. And he started to say different stuff. He started crying on camera. Now he's saying basically that Raquel Leviss is his only love and he's so in love with her. I think that's what he's doing, like basically to make people sorry for blaming him for something, because he's innocent. He's actually a victim in this situation. That's my take on that, and I want to know what do you think. Let's discuss. If you have anything to say, share it in the comment section. It's down below the video. And also, if you have time, if you have a little bit of your time, please share this video with your friends, like it, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification button because it helps the channel to grow. That's how algorithms of YouTube work. I don't know why, but it's a weird thing. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.